University of Arkansas students getting ready to go back to class tomorrow after a shooting report that police are now investigating as a hoax sent the campus into lockdown today. These are new videos coming into our newsroom tonight, capturing on campus during the frightening ordeal that took place. The videos captured shortly after the initial report came in about 12:30. U of A police confirming to the media this afternoon they are now investigating the report as a potential hoax after investigators found no evidence that shots were fired today. 5 News reporter Lauren Spencer joining us now from the University of Arkansas campus. She's been there all day since it started, speaking with students and police about the incident today. Lauren.
Yeah, what was a scary day on the U of A campus is now being called a potential hoax by UAPD officers here at the station. You know, students say it felt really real, though. Many hid behind locked doors for hours, waiting for some answers. Hoax or not, the false reports created a lot of fear on campus just about 1 week into the new semester.
All units responding to McElway Avenue because there's still no good info on an active shooter. It sounds like everyone's getting alerts on their phone and hiding out.
Like everyone got white, like everyone came to realization, like, is this a shooter or is this a cop like helping us? Like we have no idea.
It's only the second week of classes and already U of A students have experienced a lockdown.
The alert came through saying that there was a report of an active shooter in the library where I was. I got up, moved into a staff office, moved into a supply closet.
That first call came from Mullins Library around 12:30. UAPD Assistant Chief Matt Mills says the calls spread rapidly.
We received a total of 308 landline phone calls and 38 911 calls that covered 7 different buildings on campus, all reporting either a suspect or shots fired, an active shooter event.
The university sent out an alert urging students to avoid, deny, and defend. Some sat in lockdown for about an hour.
Avoid, if you can get out, take as many people with you as you can. If you cannot, then deny access, barricade the doors, turn off the lights, and prepare to defend yourself if a threat comes in.
Multiple law enforcement agencies swept campus buildings.
If you looked at the emergency vehicles that were lined up down Maple Street, you could see how seriously we take these types of calls.
Mills says hoax or not, the response is always real and those responsible will face consequences.
I hope the parents understand that as they see the response from the law enforcement on scene, how important their child's safety is to us. Every child, every staff member, every faculty member, their safety is our paramount concern.
As for what's next, investigators are now looking into who and where those calls came from. The university says that counseling services will be available for students as well as staff. Employee assistance programs will be available for them. I'm live in Fayetteville covering news where you live. Lauren Spencer, 5 News.
All right, Lauren, thanks. We'll continue, of course, following the investigation into what happened and bring you updates as they come into the newsroom on 5 News Plus. You can text the word plus to the number there at the bottom of your screen. We'll text you back instructions on how to download it to your smart TV for free. We'll also be following developments on similar reports at other universities in recent days. Investigators later determining all were not a threat. Schools happened today include the University of Tennessee at Knoxville and Iowa State. University of South Carolina also had a report that sent the campus into lockdown yesterday. No evidence, though, of a shooting was found at either of these. The same with Villanova in Pennsylvania last Thursday. Authorities have not announced information about suspects in any of those cases. Also developing tonight, Fort Smith police investigating after reports of shots being fired from a vehicle tonight. They say that happened on Savannah Avenue. Witnesses reported that the gunshots came from a vehicle with several people inside. Now, the vehicle was later found abandoned near the Vicksburg and South 35th Street intersection. A viewer near the area where the shots were fired sent us surveillance video. He says captures audio taken the moment the gunshots were fired. Now, that surveillance camera did not capture any video of the suspects. Police say it's unclear if they were targeting any specific person or property. Police tell us, thankfully, nobody was injured. Let's talk about the forecast now. Been a really nice start to the work week. A little bit of drizzle and some rain around the area, with more on how long this can last. Scott, tell us at least the rest of the week.
At least the rest of the week. Perhaps and likely you're going to see coming up in your full extended forecast even longer than that. Let's focus on the present. We do have some additional showers moving through the area right now. This is generally some light rain. And for a lot of us in the River Valley, this is going to continue overnight while we're asleep. Not expecting much in the way of severe weather, probably not even any lightning or some thunder, but certainly some rain will continue. Now get ready for this. We're walking out that front door tomorrow morning in Northwest Arkansas in the 50s. Likely going to be in the low to mid 60s in the River Valley, much cooler than what you're used to over the last several days. You'll probably want the rain gear, especially in the River Valley. Now in Northwest Arkansas, our chance of rain for tomorrow is mostly confined to the morning hours. We'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures slightly warmer because we're going to have less rain tomorrow, but still, we're talking well below normal for this time of the year. In the River Valley, good chance of rain first part of the day. Second half of the afternoon, we'll have fewer of those showers, probably still a couple, but much fewer. We'll have futurecasts, of course, lined up for you here in just a few minutes. We're tracking a few things. Not only do we have some rain chances tomorrow, a slight chance again Wednesday, a really good chance Wednesday into Thursday. Temperatures are going to stay cool. That's the good news, but there could be some showers continue over into the weekend. How that could impact that big Razorback game coming up in just minutes.
All right, Scott, thanks. New tonight, the White House says the president has fired one of the Federal Reserve governors. In a letter posted tonight, President Trump announcing the firing of Lisa Cook. According to the president, the firing is because of allegations of mortgage fraud. Cook had previously declined requests from the president to resign. No replacement was named in tonight's announcement. President also considering plans to deploy more National Guard troops to large American cities in an effort to crack down on crime. Erica Brown has the latest from D.C., where some troops are now armed as they patrol the Capitol.
As the White House defended deploying thousands of National Guard troops to the nation's capital, some now carrying service weapons, President Trump floated the idea of sending additional troops elsewhere, including cities like Baltimore and Chicago.
Chicago is a disaster, and the governor of Illinois should say, President, would you do us the honor of cleaning up our city? We need help.
Illinois' Democratic Governor Pritzker swiftly rejected the idea.
What President Trump is doing is unprecedented and unwarranted. It is illegal. It is unconstitutional. It is un-American.
And in Washington, local officials continue to push back.
I don't believe that troops should be policing American cities.
But the National Guard's Joint Task Force in D.C. says part of their mission is to improve the quality of life in the district. Over the weekend, the D.C. National Guard posted this video of troops picking up trash, part of what officials describe as a beautification operation. In the Oval Office Monday, President Trump also suggested a rebranding of the Department of Defense. The president told reporters he plans to rename the Department of Defense to the Department of War.
You know, that was the name when we won World War I, we won World War II, we won everything. Defense is too defensive, and we want to be defensive, but we want to be offensive too if we have to be.
The change could require congressional approval. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
President also signing an executive order today honoring the victims of a suicide attack that happened in Afghanistan while U.S. forces were withdrawing from that country. 13 American service members were killed in the attack. President says the executive order he signed today encourages all Americans to remember the heroism of the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country 4 years ago, and the Gold Star families who carry on their proud legacy.
We remember these great 13 souls, but we also remember the people that were so badly injured, our soldiers, 32 of them approximately.
Another executive order signed today aims to protect the American flag. President calling on the U.S. Attorney General to prosecute suspects who desecrate the flag in order to have the courts clarify the scope of the First Amendment on the issue. Now, back in 1989, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled the burning of an American flag as part of a protest was protected by the First Amendment. New tonight at 10, after nearly 15 years in the foster care system, an Arkansas teenager is starting a new chapter with his forever family. Reporter Brooke Buckner was there for today's very special moment.
Family. It's something Cozy hasn't had in more than a decade, but that all changed Monday morning. Cozy was the longest waiting child in Arkansas foster care. His adoption into the Dietrich family is now finalized, and dozens of his new friends and family came to celebrate him.
Y'all, every single one of our waiting kids deserves a family. They deserve a community like is gathered today, and we are so grateful for each one of you.
Anna and Tim Dietrich say they felt called to be more than just Cozy's legal guardians.
The Lord made it very clear that we were supposed to all out adopt him. We're supposed to give him our name, give him our family, give him our whole hearts.
It's clear Cozy has a big support system, and it's something Anna Dietrich says all foster kids need. She sees it firsthand working for Project Zero.
Cozy's getting a whole crew today, and we're so excited. And that is what we want for every single one of our waiting kids. So until there are zero, let's start this up again tomorrow, because today we're celebrating.
Tiffany Wright, the director of the Division of Children and Family Services, echoes that.
But even as we celebrate this beautiful day, we must stay focused on the goal. Finding homes for other children who need them and the critical work of Project Zero. This adoption gets us closer to our goal, zero.
The Lord was gonna have to make it clear who is ours, and he's just made it abundantly clear. Cozy is ours.
Their only child and star of the show.
First time we met with his team, they were telling us about the things that he really likes and toys that he likes, and they really focused in on the star. And so for some reason, that's kind of become our banner for him is a star, which is why he's wearing stars. And she's got a star necklace and star toys.
Shining bright alongside his new family. In Little Rock, Brooke Buckner, 5 News.